Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges? You're not alone. But here's the good news. God said, I will reverse it. Life can throw us curveballs, setbacks, heartbreaks, and moments of despair. It's easy to feel trapped in our circumstances, but remember, that's not the end of your story. God has the power to turn things around. Think about it. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. When you face obstacles, it's an opportunity for growth and transformation. God is saying, trust in me. I can reverse your situation. Whether you're dealing with financial struggles, relationship issues, or health concerns, hold on to that promise. It's not just about waiting for things to change. It's about believing that change is possible. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you thought was a dead end has actually led you to a new beginning. That's the power of faith. God can take your pain and turn it into purpose. So, when life feels heavy, remember, God is in control. He sees your struggles and hears your cries. He's working behind the scenes, orchestrating a reversal that you might not even see coming. Stay hopeful and keep your heart open. Embrace the journey and trust that God will not only restore what was lost, but also bless you beyond what you can imagine. In those moments of doubt, remind yourself God said, I will reverse it. Believe it, claim it, and watch how your life transforms. You are not defined by your current situation. You are destined for greatness. My will has already been set forth concerning your situation, my child. The sorrow you have privately expressed is now becoming a clear sign of my presence. Take a breath. Understand this truth comes directly from me, not from any human mind or passing emotion. It is I, your Creator, who reaches out to you now with tidings your heart has longed for, even if your mind did not expect them. I have chosen to intervene powerfully in your journey. This is not just comfort, but a real shift. I will establish your wholeness, provide for your needs, and sustain you without fail. Difficulties will fade. What disturbed your calm will be lifted. What seemed lost to you is now being returned, revealing my strength. Listen closely to every word, for this is not a common blessing. Did you not feel it, my cherished one? A subtle disc, a sense of being watched, a weariness that has weighed on you. This feeling is real. Such inner turmoil points to unseen forces trying to block what I have already prepared for you. That is why I speak to you in this moment personally. Even in your quietest place I am here. While your understanding may not yet fully comprehend, your spirit senses a profound change beginning. I am awakening you. I wish for your inner perception to become clear. Opposing powers still try to block what belongs to you, but I have decreed that they will not prevail. Your victory is already secured, yet I ask you to hold firm. I am watching over you now. These are not just sounds. This is a declaration from the spirit realm. It calls for your attentive readiness. It signals that you are awake, that you will not miss my marvelous work as it approaches. I know your inner being has felt exhausted, not just tired, but completely drained. There were times when you saw no way ahead, found no answers, and perhaps most difficult of all, sensed my quietness. But today I am present, speaking clearly, personally, with the tender regard you deserve. My presence here is not to fault your uncertainties, but to commend your enduring heart. For despite your weeping, you held fast to your trust in me. I was there when you sat at the edge of your bed, hands shaking, your hope fading. I watched you walk through your home, head bowed, hiding your sadness from others. I heard your silent pleas. And even when your words seemed to disappear, I assure you every single one reached me, a precious gift I kept near. So now that I have decreed its fulfillment, I want you to comprehend what is happening right now. Your sorrow is turning into answers. Your true essence was declared. And when such a declaration is made in the heavens, everything begins to change on earth. Though your eyes may not yet see it, my precious one, your inner knowing already perceives it. Something has begun. A sacred resonance is moving towards you. For what you asked
Preparation.
for, what you expected,
It was a period
what you
to strengthen
endured
what still
with
needed
silent
to grow
endurance
within you.
now starts to
Some
appear.
parts were not yet in place.
I know the time
Certain
of waiting
people
wore you
needed
out.
to move.
I am aware
Clear
of this
paths
truth,
had not yet
for
appeared.
I accompanied you through each
But all
night.
of that is now
you longed
finished.
for someone to acknowledge
Therefore,
your suffering.
today I announce
I
to
know
you,
because
my
I saw you
child,
pretending to be
your
strong so
situation
others
is
would not worry.
resolved.
I
There
watched
is no
you
more
care
argument,
for everyone else,
no
all
more
while
resistance.
feeling broken inside.
Now is the time
but
for
now
you
it is
to
my
receive.
moment to care for you.
You have
to
trusted
support
without
you,
seeing
to
clearly.
bring back what you
have
thought was
traveled
lost
without complete
forever.
certainty.
You may
You
not
have
grasp
placed your
my
hope
schedule,
in what seemed
but I
empty.
assure you I was
Such
never
faithfulness
indifferent.
does not go
The
unnoticed by
stillness
me.
you felt was not
I do not
absence.
ignore those who depend
was a
on me
time
when
of-
everything else seems gone. I do not disregard those who seek me even when the way is uncertain. The heavens do not forget those who have stayed faithful through hardship. The marvel you expected arrives not without purpose, but rich with design, restoration, and new joy. And this is not only for you, my child, but also for those close to you. For when I touch a life, my blessing reaches all that surrounds it. Be assured, your years do not disqualify you from witnessing transformation, nor have you exceeded the moment to embrace my commitments. What is coming is new, full of life and far-reaching. I do not work by human calendars. I act in eternal time, and my moment is right now. What seemed closed will be opened. What caused you sorrow to remember will be corrected. That which seemed forever gone shall be restored with dignity, and the cause of your weeping will transform into profound joy. I have heard the quiet sorrows you could not speak. I have felt your spirit tremble when fear held you bound. Therefore, this promise is not just a soothing idea. It is a sacred pronouncement. I am the one who brings forth what seems impossible. I am the one who lifts from hopelessness that which others have deemed concluded. If any doubt lingers within you, my child, know this. You are always in my thoughts, and a deep change is unfolding in your life. This reality remains, no matter what others see, or if no one yet rejoices with you. Soon clear signs will emerge, undeniable proof of what I am telling you today. Some people will bring unexpected blessings to you. Circumstances will change in ways no one can account for. And when that occurs, these words will echo deeply within you. My ear is always open to you, my child. No matter how softly you speak, my love for you is not earned. It simply is. Even when your spirit feels broken, your willingness to be open is all I need. Your trust, even when it falters, is enough. I look for an honest heart, not a perfect one. Because of this, I am stepping in for you now. The weight you have carried will soon lift, replaced by a quiet strength and a settled spirit. Let this understanding take root in your heart. My beloved, this deep change is for me, and I receive it with thanks. Let these words affirm the path we start together today. Say them to yourself, knowing that your spirit now accepts what is offered rather than doubting. I am here with you. I will not let go. The unfolding reality is tangible, and you are on the verge of experiencing it directly. My child, you did not need to speak your pain aloud for me to understand it. From the very core of your being, I heard every quiet request you kept hidden. Each time you looked out into emptiness, thinking your inner stillness was invisible, I was right there. I watched the exact moments your spirit wavered when you pretended to be strong so others wouldn't worry. I saw you get up with a tired soul, giving a strange smile, caring for the needs of others, even as your own heart ached for peace. Others did not see, but I saw everything. What went unseen by human eyes was precious in my view. You kept showing kindness even when none was given back to you. You gave freely without being praised, forgave when holding on to hurt would have been easier, and sought my direction when giving up felt natural. Now is the time to face the deepest roots of your pain. I want to lead you to the very center of who you are, not to bring back old hurts, but to heal what is still broken, for you have become used to some pains, accepting them as if they were always meant to be part of you. But I, your God, did not create you to carry the burden of fault, abandonment, or shame. I made you for freedom of spirit, for peaceful breathing, for a life of true wholeness. This freedom begins with a truth you must grasp today. You are not to blame. What others did to you was not caused by you. Their leaving when you were most tender was not your error. Their broken promises were not your failure. Their misuse, control, or lessening of your value was not on you. These things came from their own unhealed pain, not from any flaw in you. Even though you spent years trying to understand, questioning what you did, today I come to remove that heavy load from you. For the one who opposes me has tried to tie you down with a feeling of guilt that does not belong to you. He sought to convince you that with greater effort, different words, or alternative actions, you could have prevented their wrongdoing. But this is untrue. The love they held back was not because you lacked value, but because those individuals could not truly see who you are. I am here now to restore your true honor. I will rebuild your sense of worth because my cherished one. I watched you on those quiet afternoons when silence felt heavy, when you looked out your window with an empty heart. I saw you move aimlessly through your home, longing to feel anything at all, and you felt invisible, sometimes even thinking I was not there. Yet I was closer than you could ever know, for I am found in the very places others abandon. I am the one who stays with you through your weeping, who embraces your spirit even when others see you as alone. Though you often did not feel me near, I was working deep inside you in places no one else could reach. For simply changing what is seen is not enough. What I came to do within you is deep. It is from within, and it will last forever. So now I begin to reawaken your ability to feel the part of you that grew still to protect itself. Your spirit became cautious, not out of malice, but from a need to shield itself. You closed off your heart, afraid of more hurt. You pulled back from many, thinking you had nothing left to give. This is understandable. However, from this moment, you are freed from the necessity of self-preservation. For I, your God, have established a safeguard about you. You will not live always on guard. Instead, you will live in peace. You will learn to trust again without fear. You will welcome love once more, without the worry of being left behind. For I will heal the part of you that carries these wounds. I will not just wash away the pain. I will also bring completeness to your memories. I will go to the exact beginning of the suffering. My aim is not to inflict further sorrow, but to place my touch upon that moment and declare I was present there also. I grieved with you in that exact place, and precisely here in this moment I infuse it with my radiance. I will lift the burden of what has transpired, the heaviness that restrained you, depleted your vigor, and quieted your joy. You were created to stand strong, my child, not to become small inside yourself. Your assurance comes not from arrogance, but from the deep certainty that you are loved, noticed, and chosen by me. Please keep this truth near. My eyes were always on you. What felt like an empty time was in fact a protected place for you to develop. I was forming your inner self, making your foundation firm, not just getting you ready to get a good thing, but to keep it securely. For what I give will not be weak. It will be firm, steady, and endure always. Know this too, my beloved one. Your times of sadness were not without meaning. Every tear you shed had a reason. Now, I am bringing something new and living from those very experiences. You will start to see quiet yet definite changes. These are clear signs that healing has started. Some shifts will be in your inward calm, others in your body's health, and some even in how you relate to others. When I make one area of your life complete, that goodness spreads to everything else. If you ever thought you had no worth, I tell you today that thought is a lie. My child, you hold immense worth, and your existence is deeply significant. You are moving toward completion, not staying in fragments. This profound change is underway in this very moment. My cherished one, simply trust this progression. I bring to fruition every endeavor I start. I do not bring your pains to light only to abandon them. I surface them to purify, to heal, and to cover them with my favor. I am reforming your spirit, not out of past hurts, but with a vision of what is to come. For what I establish within you is enduring. The character I am cultivating in you will reflect my own nature. Yet I do seek a reply from you, one that is plain but deeply meaningful. Even in your uncertainty, I was near, and I perceived your every unspoken word. My delayed response at that time, I understand, brought you distress. I know you may have concluded I no longer paid heed, or that your earnest request held little importance for me. However, Today I unveil a reality you could not have comprehended in that period. My quietness was for your protection, my beloved one. My silence was not a withdrawal. It was a safeguard. I comprehended what was concealed from your view. I discerned what lay beyond your perception. While your spirit yearned for something with weeping, I saw the complete situation, the hidden intentions, the veiled courses that might have led to greater anguish. For this reason, I did not step in at that precise instant. While you anticipated an answer, I was preparing a much more magnificent result than you could have imagined. I guarded you from what was not yet opportune. For a beneficial outcome received prematurely can become a burden. You wished for instant progress, but I needed to foster something deep inside you. True fortitude develops not from abundance, but from confronting deficiency. It is not forged when circumstances are easy, but when clarity is scarce. I was leading you to depend on me beyond visible evidence. I instructed you to sense my closeness in dimness, to advance when all was still. I understood this profound reliance would sustain you through your most challenging periods. I am aware of times you believed I had departed from you, but that was never the case. I led you through silent stretches indeed. But I moved before you, making ready the route, sealing off directions not intended for you, setting apart those who would not value your essence. And though you mourned these separations, I tell you now each instance was a component of my protective purpose. My child, I was never far. I never withdrew from your side. Even when you sensed nothing, when your silent petitions appeared to fade, I was closer than you realized. Distress can cloud your perception, but my proximity is not dependent on your sensations. I was ever present. I rested beside you, upholding your innermost being, unobserved. And frequently when you felt you could not endure another instant, it was truly your own resolve. Yet it was also my might operating within you. I was present throughout every part of it. You acquired fortitude in those quiet times. I strengthened you not for further difficulty, but so that no challenge will break you in the same way again. Today you are profoundly different from the individual who first sought my presence. You have changed. You have broadened. And this also belongs to my magnificent design. Do you remember that hope you put aside? That request you ceased uttering because it appeared futile? I did not overlook it. Even when you silenced it, I kept it near. And as you pressed on, attempting to moderate your desires, I continued my unseen efforts. What you understood as a halt was in reality a purposeful arrangement. I was directing you to the precise location, to the ideal moment. And now we have arrived. I desire for you to see this phase of your existence as a new commencement, not simply a continuation of former pain. For I am not merely answering your petitions. I am restoring your certainty. I am granting you anew the liberty to trust without fear. I know you occasionally wavered in your willingness to believe once more, dreading further letdown. But I do not waver, and what is now emerging is firm, steadfast, eternal. It will not diminish, for its source is not human endeavor, but my own essence. Today, I illuminate your perception to recognize what was perpetually active in your account. Every leaving of an individual was me alleviating a weight. Every sealed pathway was me guiding you away from a direction that would not bring tranquility. Every denial you met was a protection. Every stretch of stillness was a hallowed ground where I encountered you more deeply. I took away what was temporary to bestow upon you what persists. I led you from the noise so you might learn to discern my closeness. And now that you grasp these truths, I desire for you to consider them not with sadness, but with profound gratitude. For even amidst your distress, I stayed constant. Even when bewilderment prevailed, I was ordering every circumstance. When your soul questioned, why this route? Your personal path will serve as evidence for many others. I will guide you to moments of the past, yes, but not to relive the grief. I will take you to where your hurts began to heal them entirely. I will accomplish this without forewarning at times you anticipate least. It might be a gentle tune, a calm reflection, a clear image, or a memory long unheated. In that instant, you will sense a load lighten, a pressure ease. That will be my tender contact, my hand achieving what was unattainable for you. I will restore completeness to the innermost aspects of your existence, places no one else could access. Do not dread re-experiencing those instances within your soul, not to suffer them once more, but to alter them. I will bring back the innocence taken, the serenity misplaced, the gladness that faded. For I do not desire for you to bear painful memories as if they determine who you are. They hold no such power. From this moment forward, the story of your life will be recounted from a state of renewal, not